Hi friends! I hope that everybody's doing well. Before we get into the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. It looks like there's something that is being prioritized, something that's even being adjusted to, balanced out, a wave that you're riding. Okay, so we're starting off with the Justice card. We have Libra here. For some of you, this is about, I'm hearing something about legal standing. There are definitely karmic implications of surrounding whatever this is that's going on here. It looks even like you are taking it upon yourself to call something out or to say something that needs to be said. This looks like it's going to like even restore an overall sense of balance. When it comes to dealing with whatever this was that you were dealing with, and I'm seeing, it looks like an interpersonal situation that may have not been the easiest thing that you were working through. So I'm looking at Libra, the Five of Swords, the King of Swords, and I'm looking at Cancer here. So you could have had somebody that you were dealing with that there was something going on with like words that were being said between the two of you. And I'm seeing like something that you would have felt like was out of alignment. There was a sense of needing to restore balance within this situation, to have a conversation. You may have even like called somebody out for a way that they were acting with you. And this may have been something that I'm hearing trial and error. It may not have been easy to do this, but it seems like this is just like another bump in the road that you were able to overcome successfully. So I'm seeing even the way that you dealt with something, feeling good about that. Feeling good about the way that you handled this situation. It looks like a lot of talk to me, but in a way where you may have not particularly liked the tone of the conversation with this person. Yeah. I'm seeing this as a situation that could have very easily tripped you up. I don't know how long you felt affected by this, but I am seeing something that it looks like you've overcome whatever this is, so I'm not necessarily seeing you be troubled by this any longer. But yeah, some issue that you had with like somebody and even the way that they were talking to you. The Five of Swords can speak about like even somebody, I'm seeing there be this focus on like somebody looking at the Libran energy. This could have been somebody that felt, the Five of Swords can be like a jealous sort of energy. It can be somebody that that is kind of closed off, and it may be hard to kind of find common ground with this person because they're not trying to find common ground. The Five of Swords is the opposite of somebody that's being a good collaborator. And so whatever way this happened for you, it just seemed like there was something that you felt you needed to do in order to like bring balance back into the situation between you and this person, whatever this was that was unfolding. Okay, so let's describe this energy. I'm seeing somebody that you may feel like kind of is even self-deceptive with themselves. May see them as being like kind of immature. It just seems like there was some sort of nonsense that was going on with this person and not appreciating the way that they were coming through to connect with you. Just even seeming like they were doing it in some convoluted way. What's interesting is that in the grand scheme of things, it looks like overall, at the end of the day with this person, you recognizing that actually disengaging is going to be much more beneficial to you than repeatedly engaging with this person. So it's like organizing yourself, organizing your thoughts, saying what needs to be said, and then putting it to rest with them. Because I'm not seeing, it's like you're not going to get very far. Yeah. It's like if you spend time worrying over this person and what it is that they're doing and focus on like even how they're trying to come through within your life, it's something that is going to distract you from like the real stuff that you have going on within your life. So there's more of a notion of like not paying this any mind any longer, so it's not like taking up space in your head. Because I'm seeing something that could have really thrown you off initially. Because it's like, why would they come through like that? Why would they talk to me like that? And even feeling like, I don't know, they were being careless with your relationship, or maybe the way that they were speaking to you, and just feeling upset over this. This can also come too when we're like taking a lot of responsibility that is not actually ours, that is actually on another person. And now it seems like you feeling worried about this, or feeling like you need to like work within a situation that is seemingly unworkable. I'm seeing you move away from this. But yeah, I definitely felt impacted by this when it initially happened, for sure. Not so much anymore, it seems. Yeah, I'm seeing a big change for you. This could have also been a catalytic experience for you where you feel like you really, like, even grew as a person when it came to working with this energy. Because this could have just been one of many cycles that you dealt with where you had somebody coming through and you felt like they weren't being honest with you. It felt like even your sense of what you saw as being justice or making a situation right ended up like completely changing, completely transforming. It feels too like you disengaging and being like, if somebody does X, Y, and Z to me, that's their karma. My karma is how I deal with it. Saw 644 on the time when I looked up. If you look up the angel number of that, it can give you more insight as to what this is alluding to. This led to a desirable change for you. Seems even like reprioritizing what it is that you want in a big way. The thing is as well that before, when you were connecting with this person, it looks like you had wanted something specific to be happening within your dynamic. There were expectations that you had, and now all of that is kind of thrown out the window and something changes so as not to like repeat a tower again, which is a moment where like we hold a certain person like in a certain light or to an expectation, and then it's all dissolved by the way that they behave. So this is about coming to terms too, having realistic models and expectations, meaning we are adjusting to reality rather than wanting something that at the end of the day is not going to materialize. Getting into a space where it's like, I know that I only have control over myself, not over this person. And so like, how do I best adjust like my expectations for this situation so I'm not building myself up again to be let down? So this is all about like how you are manifesting, like as the creator of your reality, of your perspective, of your storyline even. I'm seeing too that in the past you may have felt like, hey, I should step in this way, or like this isn't right, I need to like give this person their karma or do this, do that with that person. And now I'm just seeing you get to a point where you're recognizing you can lead a horse to water but you can't make it drink. And before you may have like wished that this person would be a particular way, and now I'm seeing you be in a space where you're like, I know what I want, I know what I'm after, and if something isn't fitting with that, I'm going to voice that, I'm going to communicate that, because I don't want to be setting myself up for a situation where I'm not calling something out that needs to be called out and then just letting things happen that I don't feel okay with. And I'm seeing like something that may have not been an easy conversation for you to have with somebody just because of things kind of going all over the place within this situation. And now I'm seeing you be in a space where you're very much like recovering your footing here. And I'm seeing that this also has like fortified you and how you set boundaries and also how you protect your energy as well. So this is a big thing for you. So I'm looking at Libra and Scorpio, Cancer, and Mars here. This is a great time to reprioritize goals, to readjust all of that. There's something here about feeling like you're unable to take action within a dynamic. Remember, energies can be reversed. I will say this too, that you may have been feeling like you couldn't take action within a situation, but I'm seeing this be more mental than anything. It may have not like actually been the case, but because of the way that you were seeing it, it may have been like that. But it took a shift in perspective. I'm seeing 2 3s here. Yeah, it's something about even feeling powerless, feeling like you couldn't take action when it came to you even, like there was something that you weren't able to do when it came to reconciling with this person, working with this person to reconcile with them. As I said before, if you had been in a space where you were kind of like micromanaging and be like, I can be in charge of me and I can be in charge of you, and like how willing you are to work with me and work this through. It's like if you had been in a space like this, there's something being recalibrated about you understanding that like your power is within you and about like your actions and your choices and all of that. And you can't force somebody to want to be working with you or to reconcile with you or to like be on better terms than you are. Like a person is only going to be as like safe and comfortable with you as they allow themselves to be. And you may have like wished that this situation turned out in a different way than it did, but I'm seeing somebody that is just like very, I'm hearing begrudging, very unwilling to work with you and come to terms with you right now, at least. So there's a sense of feeling limited within your dynamic with this person and like what you can even do and what you can even rework with them. When you put your energy back, bring all of that focus back onto just you rather than like that other person, it's going to shift things greatly for you. Because there's only so much that you can do. Yeah. Adjusting, transmuting the energy, getting to a space where you're recognizing where your responsibility begins and ends. And that you really only have control over you. And not another person's dispositions or attitudes. By dealing with the inner conflict you feel when it comes to taking action in a strategic, methodical, well thought out way, one where you are being disciplined, like thinking about the long term, thinking about your future, that is going to be most beneficial to you right now. So quelling whatever this is in relation to what it is that you want to do, what it is that you are doing. And like really being smart, really being wise about this, and also controlled. It's going to help you manage stress too, it looks like. Because there's also a sense of feeling on the outs. Feeling on the outs. Yeah, I'm seeing you be in a space where it's like, yes, you are feeling stressed right now. Yes, there is emotional turmoil, confusion. There's a notion of things not being settled. There being like even a lack of closure, a lack of resolve for sure, and being in a space where you're still coming to terms with accepting this ending. I'm not seeing something end in a necessarily peaceful way. It looks like there are really still a lot of, I'm hearing sharp corners about it, about the ending that you had with this person. This was somebody that was in your social circle, I'm seeing. So this person can play many different roles, but it's like at one point in time you felt mutually supported by them, or they were somebody that you definitely had like a friendship, things in common with, stuff like that, even if there was like more to it than that. I'm seeing somebody that in the past you would have like had a good time with. You may have had like even holidays or celebrations with this person, stuff like that. So I'm seeing the advice be to reflect on this, to take this on, and to recognize that even though in an ideal situation you would be processing through this, working through this with this person, there is a light being shed that this is your individual process to be working out, and that you can come to terms with this, you can find closure throughout your individual process, regardless of whether or not you're connecting with this person again. And you being the one to recognize, hey, this is my responsibility to sort this out for myself. Because something is still not feeling peaceful about this situation. So working through whatever this is that you still feel stuck on, and I'm seeing like so many different areas. There's a sense of like energetically still having a difficult time with this, but still trying to process through things, feeling like there are loose ends that haven't been tied. So getting to a space where there's more acceptance and more of a focus on you and how you'll work through this, regardless of what the other person is doing, is going to be most beneficial to you. I'm even seeing Spirit really encourage you to take this time to reflect and to think further on this, and to use your discernment, because there's a notion here of calling judgment, which means to really use your like critical thinking skills and your spiritual intelligence, allowing yourself to heal from this ultimately like disappointing situation. I'm looking at Sag and Aries. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.